Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. On the last episode, we rescued Elise and Tio. Now, we've got a meeting that we're supposed to be going to with the Muses forces, basically, to help discuss what we're going to do next. I didn't mean to go here. I meant to go here. There's an event at the Hot Springs 2 with Tio and Randy, I believe, over in the Springs. So let's get those bonding events done. I'm gonna start with Muse because I'm kind of scared to do hers, knowing how she is. I feel like it's gonna be, and not scared and like, oh my god, it's just not. More like uncomfortable. Oh, is that the kimono you wore for the tea ceremony club? Yes, I received it from Ada when we parted along with the rest of your equipment. Oh, our equipment. Just one look at it is enough to bring me right back to the old club days. What was that? My phone went ring. I've been trying to find an excuse to wear it just one more time before we head back to the Pentagram. Maybe I can help her out here. Oh, why not? Alright, Muse. What do you say we have a little open-air tea ceremony somewhere? Open air? As in outside, you mean? Oh, I shouldn't. It's tempting, to be sure, but there'd be so much to prepare. Ada gave you back all of your utensils, didn't she? That takes care of most of it. I can probably help out a bit too. Master Kaifa did impart some of his finest tea ceremony wisdoms to me after all. It could also make for a nice breather of sorts before we head to the Pantagruel. What do you think? Very well, you've convinced me. Sounds like a wonderful idea. I'll take you up on your kind offer in that case. You have my thanks, instructor. Rena, I think you just made a mistake. On Unit and Elise's advice, they decided to take a break and gather together on the Ulster outskirts. While not fully letting down their guards, everyone enjoyed some tea and light snacks in the outdoor air. It's a little more bitter than I'm used to. But the snacks are delish. They've got such a refined, subtle sweetness to them. I agree. They provide the perfect offset to the bitterness of the tea. According to the tradition, you eat the sweets first so you can fully appreciate the tea's flavor. Guess you girls just aren't mature enough for that yet. Like you're one to talk. You sold them in like you haven't eaten in days. All this is pretty fun. I've never been to an Eastern style tea party like this before. I must say it, your skills really impressed me. Have you done this before? I sure have. I was in a tea ceremony club back in school. We've still got plenty more tea and cakes, so help yourself to seconds. Everyone enjoyed the refreshments and then the chance to relax. Eventually the time came to pack everything up and return to the ship. Well, that was fun. Really took a load off everyone, don't you think? It's too bad we couldn't get Maya and the others to join us, though. That's true. Well, we can't exactly call them away from moving the Deathlinger to a safe zone. Aside from that, I'm delighted I was able to wear my kimono again. Thank you for agreeing to this, instructor. You're welcome. But should I take this to mean you have no more lingering regrets? This might be the last time you get to wear such an important keepsake after all. Ah, so I was right on the mark. I had a feeling someone had left that kimono to you. Judging by that reaction, it looks like I was right. Oh, yes, I'll give you that. Was that why you went along with the outdoor tea ceremony? Well, I really did want to give you all the chance to let off some steam. But more than that, yeah, I thought it would be a good opportunity to ask you why you've been hiding this from me. Rean reached forward and took something out of Muse's bag. Hey, what are you... I have to wonder why you'd carry this... I have to wonder why you'd carry this around with you in secret. It's the same as your rifle, isn't it? Aimfire Arts. So it's used for craft-based combat. Why does it have a physical bullet inside? So if it's used for craft-based combat, why does it have a physical bullet inside? A bullet of this caliber would be next to useless in a real battle. Looking at it, I'd say it would only be effective within a range of 30 reg or so. Not really suited for assassinations either. There's only one reason I can think that you'd keep this on you at all times. Are you expecting me to say I'm saving it for me? To be honest, I don't think you're the type to take the easy way out. Yuna told you this before, and I'll say it again. You're only human. It's only natural you might be worried about what might be waiting for us on board the Pantagruel. Depending on how that works out, you might find yourself wanting to use this. Am I wrong? What other choice do I have?
I said, what other choice do I have? Mule Mirage is a path already set. Its gears already in motion. It was the only solution I could manage to find. A scheme only I could possibly devise.
I even set it up so it could continue without me. This is part of the contingency plan for if we end up facing the worst possible scenario. If it comes to that, I'm uniquely placed to make the most of it, and I can use myself as a pawn to push us forward. I'm the only one who can do this, so what other choice do I have? Alright, I get where you're coming from. You have to do what you feel is best. Thank you for understanding. Just be aware, I won't stand by and allow that to happen. As your instructor, I'm obliged to protect you from harm, whatever it takes. It's also my duty as an awakener and as an 8 Leaves practitioner. The unclouded eye, my ogre power, the network I built at Thor's, I'll use everything I've got to prevent that worst possible scenario. I'll let this whole world go to Gahana before I allow you to sacrifice yourself. If my own abilities aren't enough, I'll pray to Adios and trust in my luck too. I'll be ready for all that help and more. What are you two doing back here? You're gonna get left behind. Sorry, we'll be right there. Come on, Muse. If the worst truly does come to pass, there's only so much he'd be able to do. But still, he's touched a great many people's lives. Could all of those connections come back around again? Did it overturn the board? I wonder. I'm a player in this game. I have to concentrate on the bigger picture. When the time comes, I can't afford to cling to some intangible hope. No, I'll complete my mission according to plan. Well, that was rather, serious, actually. It's not what I expect from an event with Muse. I tell you what. This Ruby is strong. Okay, so, Curtin the Princess. I guess that's not the weirdest thing. Seeing how he knows his brother. How it tastes, Kurt? Please, be completely honest. Don't spare my feelings. Your feelings don't need to be spared, Your Highness. They're very good. I'd definitely say you've improved. It's a clear difference, even compared to the last time you tried to bake cookies. It seems like such a long time now. A long time ago. You and Cedric did your best to hide it, but I can see the truth from your expressions on your faces. It was good to finally redeem myself for that. You made these, princess? Yes, I wanted to do something to keep myself busy. And since Elise has other duties to attend to, I recruited Kurt to help taste test. Would you like to try one too, Reed? I'd be honored, thank you. Huh. Lemon flavoring gives it a nice refreshing taste. Okay, lemon flavored? I like it. I like it a lot. Wonderful. Now I know for sure they're good enough to share with everyone else. We sure are lucky to have Princess Alpha going all the trouble for our sakes. That we are. Okay, I think that's all the drink I'm gonna get out of that. Alright, let's see. Now on to the person I care about the least. Well, the second. Alright, let's put it bluntly. Let's go and talk to Yuna. I'm not that interested in Yuna. I don't dislike Yuna, but I don't feel particularly fond of Yuna either. She's okay. She would be low on my list of the people I want to romance. Let's see here. Economy, foreign affairs, economy, foreign. Are you studying again, Yuna? You've been at it for a while. It's hardly been a day since the infiltration. You should take some time to rest. I know, but I still gotta ride this high while I can. The branch campus comeback starts with us. Can't just let Aiden Fritz leave me in the dust. If anything, you should be the one taking it easy, instructor. At least until we get to the pantry roll. All this forward thinking is usually a good thing, but Yuna's liable to run herself into the ground if she keeps this up without a break. How about hanging out for a bit, Yuna? I'm thinking of going down to the surface around Nasante. Oh, that was sudden. Why Masante? What's the occasion? Just thinking of gathering some intel on the efforts of us liberating Leaves. Rather than bring a huge group, I think it would be better to just have you along to represent the team. 2 of us will be plenty, I'm sure. No objections here. It sounds like a nice change of pace from studying all the time. What are we waiting for? Let's head out. Rina and Yuna went down to Milsante to conduct some light information gathering. They confirmed that despite a few rumors circulating about Leaves, their actions there were still mostly under the radar. After finishing up, Reen suggested that they take a look around Lake Gala. A few locals were kind enough to lend them an orbital boat. Oh, we get to go on a boat ride! Woo! My, these load screens are getting mighty long. I would love to see the difference between the loading screens in this game on the PlayStation 4, because I have the Pro, and the PlayStation 5. Because what they're selling you with PlayStation 5 is the SSD, and if it's as fast as they claim, even this game should probably have almost no load time. Wow, this waterfall is beautiful. From afar, it was pretty, but it's even better up close. There's such a peaceful atmosphere here. It's almost unreal. Yeah, you can see why people count it among the natural wonders of the Empire. I doubt you have any waterfalls quite like this one in Crossbell. Maybe not, but Lake Elm is way bigger than this place. They both have their charms, if you ask me. I'd have to agree. Thanks, instructor. You brought me all the way out here to help get my mind off of other stuff, didn't you? Huh, perish the thought. We're just here to gather intel. This is no vacation. Once we're done here, we still need to check out Greenville and Leaves. But maybe we can scope out the waterfall along the way. You know, in the interest of efficiency. I'm not gonna say no to that. Typical instructor Reen. But I guess that's one of the things I... Wait, hold on, Yuna. Hold on. Did I just... Am I really? I mean, I've had admirers of all kinds before. And then there are people I've admired. But Lloyd and the SSS never made me feel the way I do when I'm with Reen. Could I be in... No. What am I thinking? He's a teacher. I'm a student. We are not going there, Yuna. Snap out of it. Still, I wonder if there's anyone he likes. Come to think of it, is he even single? If he's going out with anyone, it'd have to be someone from the old class Sabin. Or maybe... Let's give you our best chance to find out. Say, Yuna. Yes, hi, present. What is it? That's how you know you get somebody completely off guard. They're like, yeah, huh? Yeah, what? Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you wanted to take the wheel for a while. It seemed more like your kind of thing than mine. Oh, yes, steering, right. Instructor, there's something I wanted to ask you. Yuna! Whoa there. What are you... Huh? That's... I'm gonna try to lose it. Right. It doesn't seem like it's following you. It seems like it was just like, hi. Whew. Looks like it hasn't followed us. You don't think that was a... Yeah, probably a cryptid of some kind. It would be unwise to let something like that roam free. Huh? What's so funny? Sorry, it's nothing. I don't know why I tried to deny how I feel about him.
There's no telling what the future holds. I have to face these feelings while I still can. It's different from Crossbell. When he saved me, I've never felt like this before.
Rin and Yuna returned to the Merkaba and told their allies about the cryptid. Hey, we maxed that bond. Wait, I think this is the same with Altina. We I think. But can I fight the cryptid? Oh, right. I already have my answers, so never mind. Okay, just remember that you can ask me anything. Is that it? Why are you still blue? Why are you still blue? Why are you still blue? Go away, Star. Go away. Alright, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. There's no reason for it to be there still, but it's not. It's fine. Hey, Usis, fancy seeing you out here. Indeed, I was just making my usual call back home. To Rayard, huh? We were actually just talking about it, actually. About the Imperial Defense Force over there in particular. Is everything okay? There haven't been any issues, and my official business needed during my absence will be taken care of by our butler. Arnold. His name is Arnold now. The Imperial Defense Force is doing a skillful job and maintaining the peace somehow. However, something bothering you. Arnold hasn't spoken a word of it out of courtesy, but matters are sure to get out of hand in due time. Even the documents that require my seal as acting dude have severely piled up. I wish I could lend a hand, but I suppose I'll have to leave things to Arnold for now. Uses must have a serious bond of trust with this butler of his. I can understand why he's worried. Alright, he's acting duke now. You know, we still have some time until this afternoon. Want to head to Rayard with me? I doubt the Imperial Defense Force will be expecting you to return now of all times. And with Valimar. Then we might be able to make it through. Alright. Then, let's go. We need to settle this. For Arnold's sake as well. Got it. Let's get ready. Just make sure you guys are ready in case things go south. Have a backup plan and an escape route. They then headed for Cruzen, the eastern Erebonia, with Valimar at full power. Arnold providing internal information control as requested. They successfully created a break in the Imperial Defense Force's guard. And then... Rayard, the verdant city. I must apologize for the inexcusable inconvenience I forced upon you both, as if matters weren't already complicated enough. I never would have imagined I would have put you through such straits as these. You're already in a precarious position, and I've only given you cause for even more worry. I'll have nothing of the sort, Arnold. You're doing more than anyone could ever ask. We can't stay long, but I assure you I'll do my utmost to reduce the brunt of your workload while we're here. I'd like to lend a hand as well, though I can't handle much more than paperwork, I'm afraid. Thank you. I'm forever in your debt. Oh, and Arnold, regarding those arrangements I contacted you about. Eustace? Pretty sure that was the kid that... Whoa, it is Eustace! We haven't seen you in forever, Eustace. Rabbi, you can't just tackle him like that. Ease up a little bit. No, I don't mind at all, really. I'm just glad to see you two looking so well. You too, Eustace. Welcome back. Thanks so much, both of you. Eustace made a request of Arnold, and they began scanning through the documents that had stacked up in the office. Rean joined in and got straight to organizing the paperwork as well. I'm done with these here, Eustace. Ah, excellent. I really appreciate the help, Rean. Just a little more and I'll be finished too. We have Arnold to put some tea on when he gets back. In the meantime, make yourself at home if you like. Sure, thanks. It seems I've stirred up a fuss over so little. Still, I admit that tackle earlier caught me a bit off guard. He was right when I began acting as Duke. The first time she came by the mansion to see me, I mean. She visited a number of times without any word of warning. I'd always shared her latest intel, from operations to students to what have you. Past that, we just indulge in tea, snacks, and more relaxed conversation. Remember when remember when you didn't like her at all? Milliam, what brings you here all of a sudden? Hey, Eustace! I'm just here in the neighborhood for some work. Great timing, huh? I just had to stop by. How you been lately? How many times must I tell you to behave as a lady of your age? Your family's got the best tea and snacks. Hands down, Eustace. You're just getting a bit on your face. You're getting a bit of their face there, Milliam. Really? Mind getting it off for me? Oh, idios. Whatever am I going to do with you? She'd really become like a sister to me. Thinking about it now, she probably was concerned for me from as far back as even before our graduation. I stepped up as Duke at the time when I was dealing with my father's arrest, my brother keeping his distance, and she supported me through it all. She sure did. Out of everyone in class 7, Milliam was brimming with potential. The absolute most, wasn't she? Even now, I bet she would have been. What we ought to do is focus on what's to come. Milliam protected us and provided the opportunity for a future beyond all of this turmoil. Our only goal now is to ensure we protect this world, no matter what. And when that future finally comes, we'll be there to witness it for her, who deserved to see its fruition most of all. That way, Milliam will always carry on, in our hearts as well. So you can never give up on yourself, Rean, no matter what circumstances you face. Even after we get past this, we each have to do. We each have much to do. Oh my god, my English is dying. We each have much to do, don't we? Oh. You're absolutely right. I heard you loud and clear, Eustace. And rest assured, I don't intend on ever giving up on myself, no matter what. Let's keep on facing towards the future, whatever it may throw at us, for Milliam's sake. You needn't tell me twice. Pardon my intrusion. I've gone and picked up the sword you had sharpened. Ah, perfect. Many thanks, Arnold. Well, that's different from your usual. That sword. This would be the Holy Sword of Elvers. I sent it to an artist and I know to sharpen it back to proper form. It's a blade that has been handed down in my family for generations. together with a sibling sword which my brother possesses. I see. You're not one to roll over in defeat, are you? Certainly not. I plan to overcome whatever stands in our way. You and I, Rean, side by side, let's take hold of our destiny and forge the future we want in steel. You got it. Formilium. They then managed to escape Rayhar before the Imperial Defense Force came back. The Sword of Elvis. It's an event item. Go to item section of the camp and you can change the appearance of Eustace's weapon. Oh, so that's a thing we can do now. Might as well. You'd think they would just do that. Do I click it again? Huh. Because you gotta remember, like, bop, bop, ba-da, bop, ba-da, bop. Okay, my eyes say no. Alright, let's deal with it, Elise. You would think they would have just changed by itself. Hey, Elise, didn't take you much time at all to get up to speed, did it? Well, Toa taught me everything I needed to know, along with Her Highness and Rosine. I did also help out with the Courageous a few years ago, even if it was only a little. You did? That's news to me. I'd been practicing with Her Highness so I could surprise you. There were only a few orbital computers available at St. Astraea, but I did have the chance to learn how to use them. You managed all that while still acting as head of student council? I'm impressed. I thought I knew all there was to know about you, but evidently that wasn't the case. Not anymore, it isn't. Hopefully this won't be the last time I surprise you either. Huh? What do you mean by that? That's for me to know and you to find out. Though thinking back on it, I suppose it isn't really that much of a secret. Tina did make a point of telling me after all. Telling her what? At least, do you mind just telling me what you're getting at here? Sorry to spoil things, but I think I've had enough chilling surprises lately. You're talking about what happened with Altina, right? I heard about it from her. I think she's reflecting on her behavior, so try not to stay angry with her for too long, okay? Well, I'll try, of course, but what's going on? Actually, Altina told me about the situation in Ymir. We discovered that they'd come to an agreement with the Imperial government to have themselves blockaded off. Oh, I see. So in exchange for Ymir's safety, no one can leave. Of course, that means we can't go back either. Right, remember Chancellor Osborne is an old friend of your father's. He aims to keep your movements in check. Of course. But I imagine this must also be coming from a place of kindness. Still, you'd think we'd have received a letter or even a call. Something must be blocking any outward communications. Even Altina had given up on it. Perhaps, but no communication blockade is without its flaws. Done properly, we should be able to find a blind spot between the interference waves. Tita and Tio were talking about it earlier. Given the state of spirit veins and the terrain, we might be able to find a gap to exploit it. I'll try to get permission from Gaius to look into it. Well, you definitely have a better handle on this stuff than I do at any rate. But enough of that for now. I don't see any reason not to pitch in. We just need to isolate a location, right? You just tell me what to do. You got it. Thanks for the help, Rean. I don't think that was the secret. You don't fool me that well. Elise and Rean began their search for a gap in the interference waves with Rosine and the others' assistance. They then traveled via Valimar to the site their calculation had narrowed down. This is the east side of the Osgiliath Basin. According to the map, Ymir is somewhere beyond those mountains. We should be able to send a communication through a gap in the jamming. Weather's looking good today. Good, too. This could be our best chance. I'll set up the equipment. It's military issued, so it should have a decent output. I wish, but never expected, to hear from my wayward children. Mom, Dad, I'm so glad you're both alright. I was just about to say the same thing, Rain. I wish I could see your faces in person. Yeah, same here. Although, in a way, maybe it's for the best you can't see me right now. Oh, Reen. We heard a little about what happened. It sounds like you've been through a lot. The important thing is that you're free now. You even have Elise by your side. No need to get downhearted about anything else. Yes, so long as you're together, you'll work something out. Make the most of this time. Do some catching up. There's no need to worry about us. Ymir's fine. Gileath is a man of his word. Come to think of it, now would be a good time to tell Elise about what happened 14 years ago. Are you sure? Yeah, you have the right to know. I didn't think it would work out this smoothly. I didn't think you enough, Elise. Wasn't anything special. Besides, I wanted to talk to Mom and Dad too. I'm glad I could help, though. I'm grateful to have had a chance to learn why you came into our lives. Well, that's good, I guess. There's a lot I couldn't bring myself to tell you before. You've heard about why my hair and eyes changed, right? Yes, she became the sacrifice that cast the curse and cast this curse over the Empire. Emma told me that much already. She did, huh? Sorry to make you worry. I didn't mean to. Don't trouble yourself over it too much. I'm quite used to it. Like Mom said, it's just being here is enough. Well, okay, being here with you is enough. If you ever feel worried or if you're suffering and want to give up, just let me know. I may not be able to fix your problems, but you can come to me anytime. What else is family for? Thank you. I am so glad I have you as my sister. A lot of people have touched my life since Dad adopted me 14 years ago. One of the most fortunate things that ever happened to me is becoming your brother. He really isn't making this easy. Mrs. Alphen has been trying to push us together for so long, even setting aside her own feelings. Huh, she's aware of that too, huh? And even Mom's starting to get in on it. Alright, you kids. Alright, kids. You take care of yourselves. Oh, and Elise, I have a little advice for you. A Swordsman woman must have courage. Better to take a risk than regret missing your chance later.
What Reen is going through right now is scarier than anything I can imagine. And then there's Alphen and Elisa and all the others. Even Muse, Yuna, and Altina too. They're all trying to face their feelings in these dark times. If they can do it, so can I. If I could just find the courage.
Elise? Oh, I'm fine. Absolutely fine. Come on, Reen. We better get back to the ship. I guess you're right. Let's get going. That was never a secret. That hasn't been a secret at all. Well, that part. We all knew that. Okay, then there's Emma in the infirmary. Office, break room. Open sesame. Open sassafras. Emma, you okay there? Oh, Rain. Something on your mind? What's that book she's reading? Well, I do have a proposal. A request, rather, that I'd like to make of you. Would you happen to have some time spare? No! No! Don't end up how I feel like. Let's just take a Laura approach to this. I'm not sure what Emma's planning, but she does have a lot more serious. She does look a lot more serious than usual. Seriously, serious Emma is a cute Emma. Though Emma's just cute in general. Sure, I don't know how useful I'll be, but I'm happy to help. Great, thank you so much. Would you mind coming down to the surface with me? There's somewhere I'd like to go. I don't mind at all, but where are we headed exactly? Don't worry, it's nowhere you haven't been. Emma, I don't like secrets when you're asking me to come somewhere. I don't like it, and I'm scared. Rose's altar, huh? This is where you grew up, huh, Emma? I guess Rose isn't here right now. No, she left a while back. She said she has some business to attend to. I got her permission to use it, though, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, that's good. Something seems weird here. I asked you to come here for one reason. The curse that's afflicting you. The thing that keeps you bound to the Great Twilight. I want to release you from it. What? You can do that? I think so, if everything goes well. I found something in the spell book. The tales of... Oh, that's the name of the great forest that I can't pronounce. The tales of that forest. I can't know for sure, but in theory it should work. It's not gonna work. I won't lie, it's going to be dangerous, but I believe it's a risk worth taking. There's no way this is going to be successful. I see. Let's try it. I'm willing to do anything. Now that at least Tora is safe, it doesn't matter if I get a little damaged in the process. Alright, if you're sure. I'll take a seat and set it all up. I don't have the best feelings about this one. The spell will allow me to project my astral body and enter your mind directly. The physical cause of the Great Twilight is in your heart. There's no... Oh, no! Wait. Luckily, I didn't catch any animation seams. Alright, let's... I accidentally hit the button. And that was unfortunate. The physical cause of the Great White Twilight is in your heart. There's no doubt about that. But based on the information we have, I'd say it's also linked to your soul. It sure feels that way. I'm going to try to find the root cause of the curse and separate it from you. Once that's done, your powers shouldn't get out of control anymore. Shouldn't get so out of control anymore. If that would be useful. If she can just separate it enough that she can control it. That sounds great and all, but what about you? If I get hurt, that's one thing, but I don't want anything to happen to you. There's no need to worry. I've done this before. You're the one who'll be facing the most danger from this procedure. That's fine by me. I'm ready when you are. Okay. And now we bring our foreheads together. Can I get you to crouch down a little? Like this? Okay. Now close your eyes. Mar Spiritus. Ocean of the Soul. Okay, Rain, stay calm. Take a deep breath and look into my eyes. Oh. What the? Is this my mind? Pretty neat, right? I'm projecting the image back to you. And don't worry, I won't peek into any of your private memories. Well, thank you, but that's not what I'm worried about. Are you going to dive deeper from here? Yes, that's the plan. I'm going to make my way through layers of your consciousness until I reach the depths of your soul. Okay, the only question that I have are, what are those markings? I kind of like them. They're kind of cool. That's where I'll find the curse. That doesn't seem like a great idea. What was that? No, it's too soon. It's gotta be my powers. Emma, get out of there. If you get caught now, it's all over. Don't worry, I knew this might happen. What? Sorry, Rean, I lied to you before. This spell? The danger it presents to you is actually... is practically negligible. Oh, those markings are pretty cool. On the other hand, there's a chance my astral form could be completely destroyed. The history of the Hexen clan is a story of sacrifice after sacrifice. My mother was no different. Even Vita is carrying on the tradition in her own way. And now it's my turn. Emma, stop. You didn't tell me any of this. This isn't what I wanted. My name is Emma Milstein. I'm the daughter of Isola, disciple of the Crimson Witch Roselia. I will live up to my family's name and protect those dear to me no matter what the cost. No, no, stop this right now! What the? Rean, how did you... Rean, don't! You have no idea of the damage that could... Shut up, you're in no position to lecture me. Damn curse, get away from her! What just happened? That shouldn't have been possible. Emma. I'm disappointed. I thought you knew better than this. Do you have any idea how stupid that was? I had a feeling something wasn't right from the very beginning. If a spell like that really existed, Selena and Rose would have known, right? They'd have helped with it. Even Vita would have pitched in. Tales of That Forest book. It's no ordinary spell book, is it? Let me guess. It's full of dark magic so dangerous that's forbidden by your clan. That's why you didn't say anything to Celine, and that's why you made some excuse to get Rose out of here. I can't believe you pulled one over on me like this. Vita's really gonna let me have it. How did you... Come on, how long have we known each other? I can tell when you're hiding something. I just had no idea you resort to such desperate measures. Emma, why did you even... How can you even ask me that? Huh?
Because you're important to me, Rean. You're more dear to me than anyone else I know. Isn't that reason enough to want to protect you?
Everything that's happened has been my fault. If I was stronger, you wouldn't have been cursed, and Milliam would still be alive today. It was my duty to put an end to all of this destruction, and I failed. Because of that, you and Eustace suffered so much pain. I was so scared. I thought I was going to lose you, and this was really the end. And I know you. If there's a chance for you to sacrifice yourself, you're going to take it. You might try and act cool so we don't worry, but I can see through it. And it's got nothing to do with being a witch. Elise, we all know what you're thinking. You're just as bad as Crow. No, you're even worse. Did you really think I'd just stand idly by and let you throw your life away? Emma, excuse me, I need some air. Emma, there you are. Emma, where are you going? What's the matter with you? Alright, Rean, what happened between you two? Judging by that forbidden grimoire, I'm guessing it's nothing good. So it's like this. I thought Emma was looking more than a little gloomy. Attempting a spell like this is rather extreme, though. So it really was more dangerous than she let on. Yes, diving into another's consciousness is not something anyone should attempt lightly. And that's even more true for a cursed soul like yours. Worst case scenario, it could have left her a soulless husk. This is all my fault. I should have paid more attention. I should have said something. Indeed, that's true. You guys are no help. Hey, can I get a little sympathy here? Silence, fool. and think about what you've done. In a way, though, hearing about this is something of a relief. Huh? Emma's always been such a good, obedient child. This is the first time I can remember her caring about something enough to break the rules. Although, that might just be because her mother always let her have her way when she was little. Oh my. It's a little galling that you were the one who inspired her to be more honest about her feelings. Though it only makes sense, given how close you two have become. Rean, I know you must be upset, but try to be gentle with Emma. Consider her feelings. That's what a gentleman does. Rose, you're starting to show your age. Well, excuse me for still believing in good old-fashioned manners. Not sure how I'm going to process all of that. What if Emma teleported back to the ship on her own? Oh. So, what's with the hat and glasses? Going back to your old look, I see. Rean, I have to apologize to you. I don't know what came over me. At the time, I was blind to it, but now it's clear to me that I stepped far out of line. I can imagine how devastated you'd be if anything were to happen to me, and yet... Oh, there's no need to hide behind these glasses anymore, right? I think you can see this clearly without them. It's not to say I don't find the spectacled look really cute on you, too. Cute? Emma, you truly go above and beyond to support me. You always have. You can lose sight of everything else because of it. That just shows how much you care. I couldn't be more grateful to have you. Oh. If possible, though, could you keep me in the know from now on? I try to put on a brave face, but you've seen through that. It's true that I don't have much hope left for what's to become of me. But I don't want to die. I want to continue on, and not alone. I want to have my friends beside me. You especially, Emma.
Rean, I'm sorry for everything. Thank you.
The tension between them dissolved, as if a storm had finally passed. They returned to the ship, their hearts feeling much lighter. Oh, wow. I would call it, but let us be honest with each other here. I want to see what's going on with the Pentacle, and I'm sure you guys are interested too. An invitation from the Pentacle, and General Lee Gwyn no less. It seems Muse's been planning for this all along. Yeah, sounds like it's a bigger deal than I imagined. We'll have to make sure and stay on our toes. Sure, there's just one thing, Rean. Though I imagine you already know what I'm thinking. You mean about Muse, right? I am her instructor after all. No matter how much she knows, she's still only 16. We need to keep an eye out for her. That goes without saying. I've charted the course to our destination. We can leave at any time, so just let me know when you want to depart. I almost forgot. There's one other event. Let's take care of this, and then we're gonna head to the Pentacle and see what's up. Because I don't know if these events stay or if they disappear. Rena and the others enjoyed the hot springs and took the time resting in the village. By some stroke of fate, an unexpected combination of people ended up soaking the springs together. Unexpected turn of fate, eh? Ah, this is so amazing. You said it. I missed this place. What a damn shame they closed it down for a while because of all the great Twilight commotion. You must be happy, Instructor Rean. I imagine a hot spring maniac with you would be going into withdrawals without it, with it down. You sure have your quirks. Love for hot springs and Elise. You morph into a whole different person when it comes to her. Really? I never realized. Elise and I spent a couple of weeks together. She's one of the sweetest girls I've ever met. How can I put it? She has that Erebonian dignity about her, but is still so approachable. I appreciate hearing that, Tio. She still has room to grow, just like anyone else, but she really is incredible. I thank Adios every day for having the perfect sister. Well, he's past the point of no return, ain't he? That's really saying something, given they're not even blood related. Makes you feel bad for Elise, getting so smothered with all that attention, though. Getting smothered with all that attention, though it is possible she likes it. I'm starting to think Rean and Lloyd share some things in common, despite their main appearance. How so? Let me guess. They're both clueless when it comes to interpersonal relationships? You know, I really have to thank you again, Tio, Randy, for sticking with me this long. Huh, what about this long? No need to thank us. We instructors gotta look out for each other, right? And the Crossbell Police and Epstein Foundation can't turn a blind eye to what's happening in the Empire. Not to mention my hometown, Rimtheria, has been dragged into all this chaos as well. Ah yeah, we did have a bad feeling about that. And we've run into some people that seem to be involved. Well, all that aside, you do have my utmost gratitude for helping me get Elise back. Assuming we eventually sort out this mess, would you all do me the honor of visiting my hometown, Ymir? And that invitation is sent to everyone in the SSS. Once the matter of Crossbell regaining its independence is settled too. Oh, thanks, Rean. That means a lot from Instructor Rean. I agree with him. As complex of an issue it may be, I believe Crossbell should be independent. I imagine that's the same is true for many others in Class 7 and Thors. I really appreciate that, Kurt. So your hometown's known as the Hot Spring Paradise, is it? The best Erebonia has to offer, from what I heard from Elise. If that's true, I'd really like to bring along Kia and everyone else in the special sports section, and maybe a few others. Noel, Frank, Fran, Rixia, and Sully, and Ilya. Oh, you can't forget about Cecile and Shizuku, of course. I mean, why stop there? Gotta bring the Sexton Chief, and Wazy, Johnster, Arios, Dudley too. And that's how he about Zengape. Everyone is welcome. I know an inn up there, the Phoenix Wings, that has plenty of rooms. I thought he would be overwhelmed with all the people, but he's like, yeah, no, it's fine. Go ahead. You need ranking increase. That's good. I'm not too far behind some of them. I mean, I think Tito's the only one. Alright. We're almost to an hour. I didn't expect bonding events to take this long. Imagine if I did the quest in this one. Woo! We gotta fix something. Yoink. It's probably not gonna matter at the end of the day anyway. Yoink. Alright. I am going to save before I go. I feel the heat from the heater. For some reason my face is hot, but my feet are cold. Let's go. Our destination meeting point is a buffer airspace above the borders of Erebonia, Calvert, and Limburl. I've already charted our course. Should we depart and rendezvous with the Pentagram? I don't know of any limited time events, and I've already done the quests. The monster was meh. The other quest was helping one of the fishing dudes find his family. The last quest was actually kind of funny because it was just going through the hot spring to different hot spring points and placing these woods to like absorb the negative stuff from the curse. And Reen commenting on every hot spring, like the one in Verona Island. He was getting so excited that there was a natural hot spring there. Understood. I'll call everyone together then. Got it, thanks. I don't get people who don't like the Reen Bean. He's the Reen Bean. You have to like him. Once Class 7 and the rest of the crew had each finished up their remaining affairs, the Merkaba then began to make its way towards the destination meeting point. Interesting. Right in between the three. Neutral air sports over the Airbonia Liberal Crossbell border. Oh, this headphones. I really need to figure out how to apply a little bit more structural strength to this. Probably. I think I might have an idea. But it might take a while. Merkabah number 8. This is the Panther speaking. Your ship is now permitted to dock. Please follow the beacon. Understood. Initiating automated boarding. Wow, we really are over a throughway border, if only just barely. The non-intervention zone should span the entire surrounding area, supposedly. Not much chance for interference when you're straddling 3 entire countries, huh? Yep. Plus, it's off the invasion route into the Republic. It makes for a pretty effective blind spot. But did we really have to go all the way here just to find out about what the Mil Mirage is? Just to find out what the Mil Mirage is about? They're here. Enter the front runners. Integral landing craft. A certain country's latest model of gunship. Scout ships from the Panther, and more from the northeast and south. Northeast and south, could it be? It makes their origins clear, geographically speaking. But in that case, the ship coming from the east must be a new state-of-the-art military gunship from the Republic, courtesy of the Verne Company. That's right, complete with a higher carrying capacity and expanded cruising range. So many people from so many different regions gathered together for one purpose. This doesn't mean that all of these people are...
Indeed, important figures from each one of our neighboring countries. The Kingdom of Liberl, the Principality of Remiferia, and even the Republic of Calvard. And if all goes to plan, we'll have a few special guests from the Bracer Guild and the SSS join us too.
Well, that would be nice. Let's see what we've got. forgot to take my aspirin earlier today. The headache is still there, just only slightly. Been about a month, hasn't it? Oh, right. This is where you escaped from, right, Ash? Huh. Wow, this ship is huge. Hey, that's the Bobcat, too. It's just like Josette said.
So, you showed up after all.
Is that Wallace? Hey! Brigadier General Bardis. Why did I call him Wallace?
As do you, Schwarzer. Despite
yeah, I did.
everything
I was
General
right.
Le Guin and
Wallace.
Miss Clotilda tell me you've been
So I was right. What's the... Is that his last name? Or is that his first name? Is it Bardis Wallace or is it Wallace Bardis? As you do, Schwarzer. Despite... Oh, okay. It was voice acted.
Lady Angelica, it's a pleasure to have you back safely with us.
Thank you, Brigadier General. We appreciate it. Who would have thought we'd be meeting here in the Pantagruel at a time like this?
Agreed. Things have taken a real turn since Ordis's last provincial council.
The funny part is, this is already a pretty big group.
What happens here today could very well change the course of history.
Wow, the course of history? Quite the assemblage then. Indeed it is. In fact, some of our guests have already arrived. Though many of them are simply here to observe.
Follow me, everyone.
Alright, let's meet the guests. Are we gonna hold a ship party too? I mean, it looks like some people's mansions. Or a giant hotel. Forget how big the Pantagruel is inside. Wow, incredible doesn't even begin to describe this place. Actually, haven't you been here, Instructor Rean? I mean, you and Instructor Rean been here before, Allie. It's a bit of a long story, but I shall not reveal the details of his misconduct during that occasion. Rean, what did you do? It was a misunderstanding. I'm not entirely convinced. I'm sure he didn't have any impure intentions. That's the whole problem. His heart is too pure. As I told you before, nobody likes a goody two-shoes, Rean. Goody two-shoes. You got that right. Can you guys just not? I've known for a while of your unsociable ways. We've known for a while. Yeah, we already accepted the fact that you're completely clueless about people's feelings, Rean. Rean's got all the luck, though. All the bad luck, I'd say. This brings back memories. Rean carried me in his arms once. Oh, right, I forgot about that. Man, there was a lot going on that day. I doubt anyone there that day expected that sort of daring escape from you. Wow, that must have been so cool. Rean, you hound. You really can't judge a book by its cover. Guys like you and Lord are something else. Leave some charm for the rest of us, will you? Instructor Sarah, Toa, requesting permission to burst into tears. Permission denied. This just means everyone likes you, Rean. You're a lucky man, Rean.
Wow. Looks like the party's already started.
That sounds like Lloyd.
The meeting was a long time coming, huh?
That sounds like Estelle.
Well, I'll be.
Took you guys long enough.
Long time no see, Tita.
Have you grown a few reach? Or am I...
Estelle,
Oops.
Joshua, and...
Hello again, Tita. Remember our promise?
Ren! Oh, you guys. you.
Don't you get me started, too.
So melodramatic. And here I thought you two'd have grown out of this by now.
You're one to talk. I can see you getting a little choked up yourself. Seems like you've been holding up pretty well, Agate.
As if there was any doubt. We're making progress, don't get me wrong. But there's still a lot left to take care of.
All the more reason to stay on top of our game from here on.
Oh, Sarah! You're here, too!
Nice to see you again. It's been too long.
Man, it sure has. What's it been, like 3 years since you were last here in the Empire? Oh yeah, let me introduce you to Fee. Sup?
Fee? Like, the Fee? That petite powerhouse they keep talking about in all the guild branches?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sylphide. As you can see, we've heard all about the work you've been doing.
You can just call me Fee. I've heard a thing or two about you guys, too. You know, from Agate and Sherazard.
Oh, yeah?
Is that how you say the name?
Trust them to embarrass us like that.
Sard. Okay, maybe I can
Speaking of
remember that.
Shera, we still don't know where she is, do we?
Not a clue. We know she's still alive, at least. Way I figure, if she was in trouble, she'd contact us with that thing she's got.
Right. It's only been about 2 weeks since we last heard from her.
She left Heimdall altogether just after that, didn't she?
Yeah, I've got all the other Erebony Embracers looking out for her too.
Tio! Nice tackle, Kia. Lloyd, Ellie, I'm glad you guys managed to come.
Of course. We wouldn't miss this.
Oh, I can't help myself. Come here, you two.
Ellie, I can't breathe.
Oh, Tio, I'm so relieved to see you're okay. Yona's been worried about you too, you know.
Oh, you don't say. That's cool. But also, I could really use some air.
Hoo-wee! The dynamic duo's getting bigger and bigger by the day.
Good to see you, Randy.
Right back at you, Lloyd.
Now, hold on a moment. You didn't think I'd just let that little comment of yours slide, did you?
Who's the dynamic duo? Me and Tio? I don't think we got any taller.
No, not a... crap. Forget I said anything, alright?
There are children here.
And we didn't forget about you, Yuna. Kia's been telling us about all you've been up to.
We heard you helped set Tio free. I'm so proud of you.
Well, that was more Class 7 as a whole. It was just part of our mission. As someone who's always looked up to the SSS, it's so great seeing all of you back together again.
What do you mean? You're one of us too, Yuna. Mm-hmm. You're a lot closer to the SSS than you give yourself credit for.
That's right. You carry on the spirit of Crossbell in a way all your own.
I think we're all aware of how much you look up to the SSS. But you know what? It goes both ways. We're just as proud of you too, Yuna. Every one of us.
Thank you.
Well, at the very least, you've gotten a bit more tame since the first day you bucked into the branch campus.
Come on, Randy! Let me have my moment! Oh, right! Elisa! Over here!
Hello, Ellie. How are you? I'm so glad you guys finally got the chance to reunite.
Thank you, Elisa. Allow me to congratulate you on your reunion as well.
Aw, thanks.
I suppose I'd better introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Rean Schwarzer, graduate of Thor's Military Academy, Class 7. Ellie, Estelle, Joshua. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. Elisa's told me quite a bit about you already. Perhaps a bit too much, actually.
Oh, Ellie!
We definitely know you by now, after all the stories we've heard. From Tita's letters and Ren. Even Olivier and Toval.
I see. It's no surprise you knew His Highness, but I wasn't aware you knew Toval too.
Yup. We met back on our first trip in Erebonia. He helped us out a bunch. It's good to meet you, Reen. This has definitely been a long time coming. Don't worry. You can loosen up around us. We're the same age, more or less, right?
Only about a year difference.
I think I'll take you up on that. Looking forward to working with you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
As are we.
Oh.
It's been a while, Lloyd. How have you been?
Busy, to say the least. It's been crazy this past year and a half. I really owe you for your help during Operation Birdcage. I'm sure I'll get the chance to return the favor, though. I get the feeling we're gonna be seeing a lot more of each other. From here on, Reen, we fight on the same side. As equals.
Instructor Reen?
Honestly, I'm not sure I even deserve to shake your hand. I'm sure you've heard about what I've done. The mistake I made.
Reen.
It's my fault that the curse spread throughout not only the Empire, but Crossbell too. It's the same with Northumbria and Jirai as well. Even this awful war with Calvard. I have no idea how I can even begin to apologize.
No, Reen. That's wrong. It's my duty as a detective to look beyond what's on the surface. You want to know what I see? I see that this was all a setup from the very start. Nothing you could have done would have possibly changed the outcome. I see a man who, despite it all, never fell to despair. A man who continues to push back, even at this very moment. Not just for Crossbell, or even Erebonia, but for the world itself and all who reside in it. Within you lies the strength of countless allies, helping you move forward through whatever may come. I'd like the SSS to be a part of that, Reen. To be one of those allies there by your side. Empire or Crossbell, where we're from doesn't matter anymore. Now we're fighting for the world itself. Together.
Lloyd.
This guy, I swear.
Now I understand why you look up to him the way you do.
Yep. Told you he was great.
He's not too different from Reen.
Wow.
However...
How am I supposed to follow up a speech like that?
I know, right? I think he beat you on that one.
I'll gladly take your words to heart. It's good to have you with us, Lloyd. I'll be honest with you, our situation is looking grim, and it's only going to get worse from here. But that's never stopped us before. With you on board, we'll overcome every barrier in our way.
You got it.
That goes for us, too. We Laburlians got your back.
I see you've saved me the trouble of rounding you up.
I recognize Lloyd's voice actor, but I don't know what else he's done.
Right on time. Is everything ready?
Is she?
General Aurelia Le Guin, commander of the Viceland Army.
Wow. I can tell this lady's a serious badass.
That's an understatement. She's one of the greatest swordmasters of our generation.
Bracers of Liberl, Special Support Section. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Aurelia Le Guin. Well met, all of you. I'd love to chat with each of you individually, of course, but time is of the essence. I suspect our other guests are anxious to get things underway.
What?
I knew it.
Well, if it isn't the Special Support Section, I do believe it's been around 2 years since our paths last crossed. Though it would seem Arios is not with you this time around.
A pleasure to see you again, your lordship.
Our apologies. Arios had some pressing matters to attend to. though he did make sure to send his regards.
Is that so? I suppose I expected as much. A man in his position seldom has any time to spare. Princess Elphin, I bring you my greetings and condolences both. We received news of Emperor Eugen's condition, as well as the tragedy that befell Prince Olivert. I can only imagine the pain this must put you through. You have my deepest sympathies.
And you have my sincerest appreciation, your lordship. I must admit, I didn't expect to be able to meet with you so soon.
Nor did I. A silver lining in the dark cloud that brought us here. Lady Mildine, allow me to thank you once again for the invitation.
The gratitude is ours, your lordship. It's an honor to receive you.
Ha ha! This is quite an extraordinary crowd we have here. Correct me if I'm wrong, SSS, but it was 2 years ago that we last met as well, was it not?
Yes, back at the trade conference.
It's good to see you again, sir.
Princess Elphin, Lady Mildine, I don't believe I've ever formally had the pleasure. Though I suppose in a way we aren't entirely unfamiliar with each other. I had the privilege of meeting your brother, you see, back during the conference.
Ah, yes, he mentioned you before. Pleased to finally make your acquaintance. Knowing you're here helps put into perspective the true scale of Operation Mille Mirage.
It's an honor to have you. We do appreciate you taking the time to come. After all, I'm sure you of all people have been particularly busy of late, President Rocksmith.
What?
No way!
So that's how this is gonna go.
I don't even know how to react.
How silly of us. I didn't realize we had neglected to make our introductions.
In that case, allow me to go first.
Albert von
I am Albert von Bartolomeus, Grand Prince of the Principality of Remiferia. It's a pleasure to meet you, students and alumni of Thor's Military Academy.
And I'm Samuel Rocksmith, President of the Republic of Calvard. I'm sure I'm the last person you would expect to see here.
Prince Albert is one thing, but President Rocksmith?
Indeed. And in person, no less. What's the President of Calvard doing here? We're on the verge of war.
That is exactly why I chose to attend, Machias Regnitz. Ah, and you must be the acting Duke Alberea. And, you're Fille Clausel, correct?
Let me guess. She told you.
As I suspected, you work for Calvard's Central Intelligence Department.
That's right. I'm a second lieutenant in the CID, as well as a member of the Special Force Hercules. Thanks for your help before, by the way.
I'm Lucy Sayland, private secretary to the Grand Prince. For those of you we met before, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Now I understand. You were investigating Erebonia's internal affairs to prepare for today's meeting.
Wait, back up a sec. If the heads of Remiferia and Calvard are here, then...
There's only one more big nation we're missing. It would seem they've arrived.
They made it.
Oh, you have got to be shitting me.
Liberl has just as much a stake in this as anyone else, after all.
I recognize that figure.
It's the Princess of Liberl. And beside her...
Man, today's just full of surprises, isn't it?
Sorry for the delay. I have to say, this is the most luxurious ship I've ever seen.
Thank you once again for inviting us.
Oh, she's pretty. Cassie's bride. Royal Army.
My name is Claudia von Auslies. I will be participating on behalf of Queen Alicia II of Liberl. Delighted to make your acquaintance, everyone.
Cassius Bright, Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Liberl. Unfortunately, we don't really have time for pleasantries. How about we get straight down to business?
Cassius Bell's status here. It's definitely serious. This feels more like a summit than an informal meeting of concerned parties. Yeah, but Eustace and Angelica must have known this was coming, right? Yes, Muse planned to include representatives from powers outside of Erebonia right from the beginning, though we had no idea who exactly would be invited or in attendance. Turns out the Operation Mille Mirage has many influential backers, and the Lieutenant General of Liberl is among them. Cassius Bright, the tactical genius who stopped the Empire's invasion during the 100 Days War. After the war, he left the army and worked as a bracer for a time. He and my father were good friends. Wasn't he an S rank? I think I remember something involving them around 4 years ago. Right when multiple Erebonian branches of the guild were blown up. When the anomalies started in Liberl, he rejoined the army. And now he's having a friendly chit-chat with the president of Calvard, whose country is about to get invaded by Erebonia. That Muse is an excellent matchmaker. She even reached out to Remiferia. Wow. Remiferia is in a similar relation to Liberl right now. The Empire is pressing both of them to allow the army safe patches through. Neither are particularly willing to do so, but they fear retaliation should they decline. Refusal could be construed as siding with Calvard. Small nations can't afford to be assertive against the overwhelming power of the belligerent Erebonia. Yeah, that'll probably be the main topic of discussion today, I think. While those nations can't openly oppose the Empire, we, along with the Bracers and the Special Sports Section, are more free to take action. This is a good opportunity to speak with the other parties involved, not just Liberl and Crossbell, but Remiferia and even Calvard too. Indeed, there is no better time for us to exchange information. It's also the ideal time to speak one's mind freely. After discussions have concluded, I'd like to speak with the Grand Prince and the President myself. You've got guts. I'll give you that, though I wouldn't mind exchanging a few words with them either. And I'd like to talk with Ellie if there's time. Crown Princess Claudia too. Seriously? Well, I guess this is your best shot at getting close to her. By the way, Ash, don't you and Joshua go way back? Look, that ain't confirmed, and I don't really remember. Still, you two might want to talk and clear things up. Yeah, that's what this thing's about, isn't it? There's going to be a dinner after the main talks. We can talk about more personal stuff then. The principal invited us here, so there's no point in acting like wallflowers. Yeah, let's make the most of it. I should go around and talk to the attendees myself. I definitely want to check in with those from Liberl and Crossbell. Might as well talk to the representatives from Calvard and Remiferia too while I'm at it. Okay. That's fine. Alright, well, this is like the party at the Royal Palace near the end of 3 in the summer festival. What a lot of people to talk to. Well, I don't want this to go on too long, so I'm actually going to go ahead and call it here, as I feel like we've gotten to a fairly decent place to call it, and we've gotten a fair amount of stuff done that I feel like this is a good place. But, alright, for now, that is all the time we have for this episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. If you like this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all on the next episode.